My name is Ryan Barrameda. I work for SUNY Fashion Institute of Technology, and I work in the admissions department. I believe my official title is System Operations Manager. Fancy title for basically I handle any systems that they have. So Argos, Argos reporting, track via, basically anything that they have. I'm basically their IT guy. I've been working with FIT for the past 6 years. Actually, it was actually getting up to speed with because they initially hired me they were in the middle of implementation of the Argo system. So my main task was to convert all their Hyperion reports to Argos. And they were so I had to learn a lot quickly on how Argos works. And luckily, they already implemented at least one data block. And I came from a IT background. This is my first time actually working in the department. So I figured, my next career move, I was like, let me go try one of the departments. So I saw an opportunity at FIT. They needed someone, IT tech guy in the department. So let me try it out. So that was my first project. And since very technical, I learned speed up really well. And I love how Argos, especially the designer system that they have. So if you want to create either freeform SQL or the designer way to create the data block, I was able to learn it really quick. And the forum, I can't say enough how good the forum is. I was able to download sample data blocks, similar data blocks, and I was able to learn it in a very short time. And I was able to convert all those Hyperion reports to Argos and even improve them on some, and even remove some of the duplicates that I could see clearly that they were returned with the same data set, and even improve some of them. We added more extra columns that will give the report even more meaning, even more awesome ideas to the constituents. It definitely, I would say, improved. One of the related to that, we're talking about also data, make sure the data is clean and accurate. I know that's very huge. Before we were in Argos, we would have this daily report that VPs and everyone else from this institution looks at, because they always still want to know how many applicants I have in my program, how many were admitted, denied, that kind of. So before Argos, we would have sometimes, if there were data issues, if the numbers were wrong, we would get them from the top down, and it looks really bad. So it looks like we're not doing our job. So how come you guys are not catching this before? Well, before we didn't have Argos. The key to the kingdom was on the IT side. They just gave us one huge report, and they said, here you go. If you want something, we just keep adding to it. But there was no way. It's inflexible. But with Argos, we have said, we own the data. We just ask IT, give us the tables we need access to. Now leave us alone. We don't want to go. It's a hands-off approach. So they gave us the dev account, and I was able to create audit reports that automatically find the data that's wrong, correct it before we even. So now it's part of our daily process. So because of that, now we have even more accurate report throughout. All of our reports are now like 99%, and it also reduced my workload. Before it would take me about 45 to an hour pre-Argos, making sure these reports are fine. I have to make sure that nothing's wrong. But now, literally 5 to 10 minutes. Everything is automated. If there's something wrong, people who needs access to update the offending records, they would do it, and very, it made decision making even more, like I said, accurate and timely. Of course, time, because obviously if I'm not there before, but now all these things are very scheduled report. Even if I'm not there, things are moving smooth. So Argos has been a game changer for FIT. The admission summary dashboard that I created, it looks at the 3 years, it displays the 3 years term summary history of the applications. How many did we get current year, actively, last year, and 2 years ago. And it looks at how many were application, how many were admitted, and it could be, if there were like 6 different tabs I created, one that displays, if you want to see the demographic, how was the breakdown, current year, last year, 2 years ago, what was the trend? What was the last top 10 schools feeders we got? So it displays there accurately. It also displays like how many were accepted, how many were you deposited, how many denied. It can be, and it has a tab for upper level like summary per department, and then there's one strictly if you want to look detail into the particular major, and it displays the same data. So if you want to look at, it shows the breakdown of the ethnicity, age group, a lot of those. You could look at the, again, higher level and then right down to the specific major. So you can, anyone who runs that, our director really loves it because he can, if you want something real quick to look at, something to answer, or just curious, this is how we're doing currently, right? Yeah, you'll be able to run in the dashboard easily. Argos X, that is the answer right there, my man. The answer is Argos X. Because as much as I'm very enthusiastic and created all these wonderful data blocks and reports, we do have some non-techie, staff in our thing that still relies on me to run the reports, even though they have access. They could run it themselves, but they're still, I feel like they're kind of timid, or they're still used to the idea that, oh, that's a Ryan, that's a techie person. I think with Argos X, that is definitely going to change. I could already see it because they could move, or it's a drag and drop. It's a very unified, simplified versions of the report. They could manipulate it however they need, and they could favorite it, and it's gonna be a game changer. I feel like that's the next phase evolution. Argos X, I believe, is gonna be a wonderful next step. Exciting stuff. Oh, I think you've already heard the word game changing. The game changing, definitely. It allowed us, it empowered our admissions department. It allowed us to streamline a lot of our business process, saves a ton of work hours because we don't only use Argos strictly for reporting. We've also created some of our business's process. We created data blocks that actually updates the Banner system, like our tuition deposits, our letter process. Before Argos, our letter process, I kid you not, it would take about 2 to 3 days, everyone hands-on doing this. But now with Argos, it's literally one step every morning, or whenever he or she could run it, right? And it would take about 5 to 10, 15 minutes at most, depending on the window. But yeah, that's how one person runs it and generates it times later. I feel I'm a big proponent of why do people keep working? You got to work smarter, not harder. Because we only have 8 hours of time, work hours. So I feel like if people could work on something more that's more critical thinking, instead of something that even you could train a monkey to delete the record. You know what I mean? Like, definitely exciting. Argos, I think, is one of the best things that happened in SUNY FIT. It democratizes us. I feel I've been having it for 6 years, like I said now, and I'm still finding new ways. And with this conference, it's even more grand, because I'm seeing how other people are using it. When I get back to the office, I have another even more awesome ideas. So yes, Argos, thank you.